Hello friends, welcome to this new video. I made this British Airways Boeing 747 back in May 2017 and it was my very first detailed black and white drawing made entirely with one pencil after the FedEx Boeing 757, which we'll find in the My Aircraft Drawings video from 5 years ago. I don't really remember how much time this drawing took me, but I enjoyed a lot making it. Moving on to the next one. This British Airways Boeing 767 drawing was from 1.5 years after the 747, and if I remember well, I had made it when British Airways was retiring all its Boeing 767 fleet. This exact aircraft in the drawing registered as Golf Bravo Zulu Hotel Alpha was the last one to be retired. Its last flight was from Larnaca, Cyprus to Heathrow, London. Well, this Azerbaijan Airlines Airbus A340-500 drawing is probably the worst one among all these artworks I'm showing in this video, because it is not actually that detailed, and it's because I had tried a completely different drawing style on it. I made no outlines, so I did not use the black macro. Japan Airlines Boeing 767-300, a drawing from 4 years ago. This aircraft is registered as Juliet Alpha 654 Juliet. As you can see, I tried to add a little bit of background, runway details, and that smoke of the tires as the plane lands safely in Japan. I failed drawing that smoke miserably. Don't forget to visit Japan, guys. Let's head over to Pakistan. Here is Alpha Papa Bravo Golf Juliet, an 18 years old Pakistan International Airlines Boeing 777-200 ER. This was the first drawing with a full complete background I made, and I gotta say, that's one of those drawings that made me bleed out of my eyes. Literally, it took me 2 months between December 2018 and January 2019. Now a new aircraft was introduced to the industry, the Airbus A350-1000 variant of the A350s. I made this drawing just a little after Qatar Airways had announced to be the first airline in the world to take delivery of this aircraft back in April 2018. It wasn't a hard drawing, and I also added a little background here. The plane was taxiing in Toulouse-Blagnac Airport. Adding that French accent was mandatory. Let's move on. This is the only drawing I never finished, to this day. Drawing all that grass left was a big pain. This was my first Egyptair drawing ever registered as Sierra Uniform Golf Bravo Zulu. It's a 19 years old Airbus A320, and in 2019, during the African Cup of Nations hosted in Egypt, this aircraft was the official carrier of the Egyptian national team. Obviously, in my whole plane drawing journey, Ryan can't be missed. Somebody of my followers who is a huge fan of flying cheap, Ryanair, requested me this drawing. I chose this bird right here, Echo India Echo November Hotel, a 12 years old Boeing 737-800. About airlines that don't exist anymore. You guys know what happened to Virgin America, right? In April 2018, they unfortunately ceased operations and were acquired by the Alaska Airlines Group for almost $4 billion, and later fully merged to them. In this drawing we have the 16-year-old Airbus A320 November 628 Victor Alpha. It now flies for Alaska Airlines. Back to Europe again now with this Serbia Airbus A319 registered as Yankee Uniform Alpha Papa Echo. This little bird did not take me a lot of time to make, even though it is detailed, but probably because it is only in black and white. This is one of the 2017 drawings. I drew a lot that year. This is a pretty new one. As you can see, it's also a more detailed and well-colored version of these Airbus planes I made in the past. This was one of the drawings I made in 2020. The last one, made in December that year. It's Oscar Tango Charlie Hotel, and it took me 29 plus hours to complete. By the way, its video is available in the channel. Another black and white drawing. This time 2 aircraft in one single artwork, and a background, 2 Royal Air Maroc aircraft, a Boeing 767 and a Boeing 737, both taxiing at the Paris Orly International Airport. RAM has got a lot of connections with a lot of France airports. I made this Alitalia Airbus A330 during the pandemic, when it first hit, and if you remember, Italy was one of those countries that got hit so hard. I had drawn this in support to Italy and the airline, which was still Alitalia at that time. Now it is ITA. Have you seen their livery, by the way? I think this is my only Dreamliner drawing. Yeah, it's the only 787 I've drawn. I made this artwork as a request from a follower and a friend of mine from the US. She had a flight from Europe back to Texas with this exact aircraft. November 8, 13 Alpha November, a 787-800. Up to the neighbor. We have the special Air Canada Boeing 777-300 drawing. I made this back in August 2018, and after I had completed and finished the drawing the plane, I wanted to add something as a background, but not the typical usual or the difficult detailed background. That's when I came up with this idea of putting their flag behind it. Do you like the idea, guys? Later in 2018, I made one of the most unique aircraft in the South African Airways fleet. One of the few drawings of African Airlines I made. This Airbus A340-300 is named Siankoba. I hope I'm not mispronouncing this. It is wearing the South African Olympic Team 2012 livery and is registered as Zulu Sierra Sierra X-Ray Delta. 1 month after Delta Airlines received their first Airbus A220, I decided to make this one. This is my only Delta and Airbus A220 drawing. November 101 Delta uniform, a 3 years old Airbus A220-100 aircraft. The cabin of this plane is really beautiful inside, isn't it? And finally, last but not least, the drawing that took me 1 year to make. By the way, you can go watch this plane drawing story in one of my videos in the channel, the last one actually. This is November 107 November, an 8-year-old American Airlines Airbus A321 that enjoys flying around the United States every day. Hold on, wait a minute. How can I show all these drawings without showing this bad guy? This drawing right here, I made in 2019. This is, let's see, Ego India Sierra Delta. This is one of my favorite ones among all my drawings. This can't be missed, guys. This is the best 777 I've ever drawn. Like, the most beautiful one. We got hay rolls here. That's summer season here. See you in the next one, guys.